Welcome back, guys. So we left off in the last video. We'd made some good decisions, some bad decisions. I suppose it really depends on what you think consequences are in this world, quite frankly. Do you believe one evil against the next evil? And if we had saved those children, considering everybody in Velen seems to be somewhat beholden to these crones in some way or another, what would have happened? A, had we let this tree just carry on killing everyone? And B, if we'd crossed the witches, would we have got the information we wanted, and would more people have died anyway? It's never an easy decision. I knew that was a possibility, even just before going into the whole like scenario of the crones. We knew those children were going to be eaten. let's not get like one way or the other about this. This was Hansel and Gretel down pat. Trail of treats, 3 witches or a witch, children. They were going to get chowed down on, let's be honest. So all we can do is come back and make sure that they don't do it ever again. So I mean, it was horrible because we got really close with a few of them. And my poor stand-up comedian's now dead. No. He had such hope. Okay, right. It's not real, Liz. Okay, so we're going to go back into the game. I'm just trying to justify why I did that. Because I'm like, I know what his likelihood is going to happen here. These kids are going to die. Arrgh. So we are going to go back into The Witcher. And we're going to tie off everything in Velen. It's likely that I've probably got to do a few quests in Velen maybe to level up, because the map is enormous. There are suddenly loads of question marks, but because I'm a complete noob to this game, I'm running about and I keep going from one level of stuff to like 10, 20 levels higher than me, and I'm like, hello, what's going on here? There's no rhyme or reason to this. So I need to tread carefully because I don't want to spend too much time roaming about, and it almost feels like a bit of a time waste. So it's clear that you've got to come back and forth. I think you've got to do some stuff that you can do, carry on with the main quest line, and then you've probably got to come back and do stuff that's nearer your level, I'm guessing. So let's go and have a look what we've got to do next.
While in Crookback Bog, Ciri had happened on the crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt. Ciri escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
Ugh, they're gonna kill those bitches. Nasty. Right. Let's go talk to the Baron. I do wonder if I can get any new threads made at this blacksmith. I picked up some schematics or whatever they're called, plans, on some of the side quest stuff, but you know when you just think, I don't think most of it is any good. Not better than what I've got on, even though it looks rubbish.
Folk don't object to your white mug.
Ugh, folk don't object to your scabby face. Right, let's go find him. Where is he?
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
You white one. Look like you got soused last night too.
Hello, mates. Right, where is he? This from here. In his office. Right. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, now we know more. Now we know that the baby wasn't killed by him. Still doesn't make what he did right, because it could very well have been him. had it not been the crones, beat her to death and killed the baby. So, but let's still give him a chance because now we know that much at least.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Oh, I don't want to play cards.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Not anymore, I don't. Not after the news of what she did to that baby.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
And currently I'm in shades of yellow. Oh, let's let him tell us. Because then, you know, all information is good as far as I'm concerned.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then. I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
So your fault after all. What happened then?
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend. A dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
Okay, so she had an affair.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. Her things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger.
Got a buggering
to get
going
the
on.
girls back. Bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me. Something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
I was going to say where he gets his name from then. What did Anna say? Probably like, stop that.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit. Hysteria. Threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her, Felt I had no other means.
Yeah, sure.
Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Okay. Well, he is obviously at fault, but it sounds like she's not exactly the angel everyone's making her out to be. Especially now we know what she did to get that child out of her body. I'm sorry. And then that poor kid turns into a... what was it called? I keep wanting to call it Bodger. Bodger and Badger. Sorry, that's a kid's show from when I was little. Botchling, I think. Then, yeah, I can't forgive her for that. So even though it is inexcusable that he hit her at all, even once, she, you know, did what she did, went off with another man, and then did what she did with the baby. So I'm going to say, seems you deserve each other.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that.
Don't get too happy.
Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Ooh. She made a pact with the crones.
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Oh, Christ. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, was I? Well, I expected he wanted to go and rescue her, but I didn't know if the game was going to sort of do that further down the line, because we're clearly underpowered for these witches. But, I mean, we can do what you want. Sounds a little bit like, sod you, I'm off. So let's go with 2, because I don't think the game's going to take us anywhere that we shouldn't be at this level.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my arse waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
Okay then. Well, that was the end of that. I doubt it though. I think we probably are going to have to end up going there. We had a deal. Time you fulfilled your end.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Oh. Where's he gone? Get back. We don't have any signs, so... Come down here. What am I supposed to do if it goes up on a rock? Oh, Christ. You see that? To climb. How very dare it. But we killed it. Come on, we gotta get up the tower, I suppose. That was funny.
Damn it! I can't
I'll
leave
get
him
in.
like that.
No, I've got to figure out how to get in first. Maybe we go up the way that stupid thing went. Oh, do me a favour, love. No? No? Come on, game. Jesus H. Christ. That's fun. Well, she struggled getting up the rock, but she managed that. Graceful. What just happened there? Oh, I don't know what's going on with the game.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
That's why I must go. We're even.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
There's our lead.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Gotta go to Novigrad. How'd Ciri get past the Redanian blockade?
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where did you get these letters?
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
Thought we were going to get one then. Thanks for nothing.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could,
spit it out.
I want to go get Anna.
Here we are.
Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
We need the money. You convinced me, I'll go. Yeah, let's do it.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine.
Thanks.
Sounds good.
There you are. Escaped again.
Who is that?
Sorry, we was never here.
What the f-
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
is that thing? Oh my god. For a minute there I thought that the Lubberkin had taken some sort of form and now they were looking after the baby. It's not a baby. I've got to find more out about this. Where'd he get his name?
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange, but he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Oh, for God's sake.
Funny story. How so?
I went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresun's blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of
Planted?
story.
I mean, if I had a grudge to bear and I'd lost everything and I thought I was going to lose more, I might give you something nasty to win in this world, if I was that way inclined.
proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
You
How
reckon?
so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much.
Does he
so
look
as long
like?
as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
That was
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Uma. I don't know what surprises me anymore in this game. Nothing much. Oh. Oh, so we did get a letter of safe conduct. Right of unfettered passage all across all blockades on the Pontar River. Excellent. Right. Well, we're not going to go to... Hang on a minute. Any more? You sure? Are you sure now? Okay. I'm not going to go to Skellige, because look at the state of the cross, the red skull on my screen telling me to not go there. But that was pretty heavy on the old dialogue, so I think in the next video we will head off to... Where are we? Is it in this one? Yeah, level 9. Yeah, so we're within, yeah, so the game's not going to take me somewhere yet that I shouldn't be. There's plenty, I mean, look how much stuff I've picked up, guys. It's just ridiculous. I've got contracts coming out my ear rolls, but I can't have this ream of videos be like what it was for Valhalla, because I'll be playing this till next year, trying to record it all. So, staying to the main quest line, even though this is a secondary quest, return to Crookback Bog. I want to finish it because I feel like it needs to end, and we might get some gear. At least we'll tie off that little storyline, if nothing else. It's a bit cheeky that they've made it a secondary quest now, because then what have we got next? So we'd need to go to Novigrad to visit Triss, I see. But yeah, I think what we'll do in the next video is finish off whatever this is, and until it reaches a level that I can't play anymore. If it does that, it might just finish. And then we will crack on with Novigrad, because that's our next lead. So stay safe, stay amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.